council this morning. First project involves Sound Ideas. Company President Dave Hazen is here with me this morning. We have two items for you. Sound Ideas is planning to construct a facility in Jefferson Township at the intersection of State Route 14 and County Road 600 East near the Micropulse campus. Sound Ideas is a creative firm specializing in medical device clientele. Fast-growing firm, I think, that's been in Whitley County for about 16 years. The request is for a 10-year tax abatement on the building, new building construction, and also a recommendation from our EDC Investment Board, which includes Commissioner Trump, on a seeded incentive to support shovel-ready site development costs with the project. So I guess would ask Dave to say a few words about the company. We've got Lauren Pavlik here from Region 3A. Any questions about the abatement? I'm happy to help with any questions as well. So, Dave?
Yeah, thank you for hearing the request. And Sound Ideas, as Alan said, has been around since '96. Started out working out of my house, and we spent a lot of time over in Kosciuszko County serving the beef companies there, and then we also travel out east. So we have some national business that we bring to the county as well. Hiring a lot of talent from the local universities, and have some guys that are like me and kind of older dogs that are teaching them about the orthopedic industry and how to apply their skills that they're learning at Huntington University and St. Francis and the like to develop a life. So thank you for the opportunity.
Is that right at the corner where you leveled some farm buildings right there?
It is. It is. Yeah, the structure that was there before wasn't something that I felt was reasonable to remodel and try and something.
One question is, I went through the brochure here on it. It shows taxpayer hiring preference to veterans, and you answered no. Is there any special reason for that?
I'm sorry, what was that?
In going through this, it says taxpayer giving a hiring preference to veterans, and the answer was no. Is that because they're not qualified, or just?
Yeah, I could revisit that if that were important. I mean, I really haven't had anybody that comes along that does 3D programming that has given me veteran status, but that's not. There's no discrimination there. If that's the question. So that I could revisit that. That's not.
Is there any other questions this time?
I move we approve resolution number.
2013-14.
I'll second.
Moved and second. Is there any other discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same. Approved.
And then also, council, the seeded incentive request or recommendation was for $25,000 for site improvements. I know that's a separate approval, that's the same approval, but
I'll move to approve that request for the commissioner, basically for $25,000.
I'll second it. Moved and second. Is there any discussion? Any more questions? Paula, you have a question?
No, not this time, Tom. Thank you, though.
All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, same. It's passed.
And that will be from on-site, off-site.
Right.
Is that attached to the abatement? I mean,
I'm
where's that?
sorry, that was, I included a memo in last month's packets that describes that piece of the project, and David asked that we delay a month so we can finalize and make sure the numbers on the abatement request are correct. Sorry,
Correct.
Cash, thank you. Our second product this morning, Mike Zuber is here with Braden Products. Braden Products has been in Whitley County since 2004, relocated here from California. Company that's growing in the aerospace and electrical sort of magnet wire industries, involved in a number of different exciting applications of work that they develop in-house. Has two facilities here in the area. It's acquired the former Great Batch building in Park 30 Business Center. And so the tax abatement request this morning is for the 2-year vacant building deduction that's available. We looked at all the tools that were available, thought that'd be the most appropriate to recommend the company. The company planning to retain, I think, 42 jobs, add 6 more. Also working with state level counterparts to support this project. So we're looking at all the resources we can to support the expansion. Company leases a building here in town, owns another, plans to maintain the building they own and some production here in the community in Columbus City, but then transition the production from a leased building to the new facility in facility for the company in Park 30. So, Mike, a few words about Braden?
Yeah, thanks again for having us and considering that the tax abatement has been an interesting 6 years since we've been here. We started with 20-some employees, now we're, I think, we get over 50 employees total next year. So it's been a really good run for us here in Whitley County, and you stole a little bit of our thunder because I was gonna tell you about us keeping the building we have here in city limits, but that's good news. We're gonna keep that open, our business is growing, and we'll maintain that building and move some of our machinery out of the leased building into the new building out there in Park 30. So we're growing into new markets, and the upside is really good for Braden and the community. So I'm happy to be here, happy to be in Whitley County. As Alan knows, it's a great place to do business, and thanks for working with us. Any questions?
No. I noticed in your brochure on it that you do give preference to veterans. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Redevelopment Commission recommends meeting with this morning, that we approve the resolution.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Been moved in second. Is there any other questions of this gentleman before we vote? Hearing none, all in favor of resolution 2013-15, raise your right hand. Opposed, the same? Okay, it's
Very good. One final thought, you'll notice the worksheet we used to gather information for the state forms, looks a bit different this time. We working with Laura, we developed an online form that companies can fill out and submit electronically. So it simplifies some of the process as far as information gathering. But we did add in a few questions in council meetings before that we thought were important to bring to the taxpayers' attention when they're submitting the questionnaire. So, thank you. Very good. Thank you.
all right.
Excellent.
Gentlemen, thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Welcome to Willie County's
Yeah.
expansion.